I'm Sriharsha Vilchetti. So the problem I have taken is a daily problem for me. So I thought I could encounter that particular problem with this generative UI and the library of Tambo. So thanks to Tambo first of all for having this hackathon organized and sponsored. Yes. So the problem is, so on a regular basis I interact with Zoho people, but their UI is a little messy, and I feel for different persons it could be personalized rather than having all the HR manager and employee stuff on the single dashboard of the application. It can be organized into a single generative UI concept, so it can be personalized specifically per role based on the user preferences. Let's say in enterprise HR, there are some very powerful features and also that is module-driven interfaces. But users must remember what actions to be performed and which will cause unnecessary navigation overhead. So that will cause repeated errors, missed workflows, a lot of chaos in terms of page navigation and understanding the platform. So I use this boilerplate code of Tambo for the chat application, using which I'm proposing rather than having a menu, submenu, screen, action concept, you identify the persona, get the intent from the user, render the component directly on the chat itself, rather than going through all the chaos. So the high-level architecture would look something like this. So there will be UI and the persona capture on the very first page. So you'll have either employee, manager, or HR to just rectify the scope, and then there will be a Tambo orchestration layer. So the Tambo applies context helpers, in which we can get what kind of user is logging in, and then validation and rendering. So based on the input given by the user, we'll identify the intent and then render the respective components. So once those components are being executed, so the tool calls will help us to get the data in real time as well, using Superbase as a main DB. So as soon as the Superbase API gets triggered, there will be state refresh every time. So that will help us to notify the data update and refresh the UI on a regular basis. So the whole idea is generative UI enables the new way of interacting with UI dynamically rather than following the old approach of going to this menu, submenu, and one UI for all. So let's make it personalized. So let me show the landing page. So it will greet the user and then it will show some components, or you can directly interact with it as well. There it is. Hi. So also I can interact in this way, check in and check out, leave balance, I'll save, and there are much. Anyways, let's do the leave balance part. Show me my leave balance. You can see I got the leave balance. Since we have a time constraint, I already have populated a few things upfront. So you can check. Yes, check me in for today. So I'll get a UI component and it will check me in. I can also check out at the same spot there itself. So it is somewhere showing 7 hours. And pending approvals, I can also go for pending approvals. This is on the manager's perspective. As we have multiple components, it is there for employee, manager, and HR. We can also approve from here itself. Yes, it is saying approved Amit Patel's leave request. Also, we have graphs which shows the dynamic HR dashboards, and there are multiple other analytics options as well. So yes, that's the application. So instead of navigating and having the extra pressure on the UI and remembering all those navigation steps, just use this particular generative UI concept and make your day easier, be productive in your workflow. Thank you.